It's been about 135 days since I stopped beating my meat. And I could tell you that this has been one hell of a journey. This is truly a rite of passage that every young man should follow. This is truly a rite of passage that you must conquer in order to step into your real manhood. As a man, you should be strong, assertive, disciplined. And with NoFap, semen retention, this does aid in your disciplines and also your strength. Because I tell you, them gym sessions been hitting. But after being on semen retention for about 4.5 months, this has not been an easy journey. This has not been an easy path. And the dark side of semen retention that no one really says is that there's be times when you really want to release because you're so focused on keeping your semen inside of you that it almost becomes sort of a distraction to not bust that nut. You get so fixated on the feelings of wanting to fuck, wanting to have sex, wanting to even just touch up on a woman. But I realize when you give into these emotions, it's almost as if it's a trap to get you back to where you once was. And when I say that, that's the trap of being unfocused, releasing your semen, chasing women, and overall just not living out your purpose. A month ago, I made a video on the benefits of NoFap after 100+ days, and I went in on having sex while on NoFap/semen retention. In that video, I was saying how not everyone should engage in this behavior because it's an edging technique. And when I say edging, for those of you who don't know, it's almost, say you're on NoFap and you actually say you're on semen retention, right? But you want to go fuck something. You're gonna not fuck that girl the best to your ability because you're trying to keep your semen in, unless you're skilled like that. But I realized that if you engage in sexual intercourse and not release, blue balls could occur, or you may just want to finish off what you started. And you know what I mean by that. You know what I mean by that. You feel the blood pumping through the shaft, throbbing, and you can't release. This is why it's imperative for my guys who want to go on semen retention and NoFap. You have to develop a spiritual and purposeful meaning on partaking in NoFap and semen retention. Because if you just do it to follow the trend, or if you just do it as a flip of the coin challenge, then you most likely will fail. This is not to deter you, but since it's NoFap November, I want to get in on a series this whole month about how important your seed and how important your life force is, because we live in an age where we live around so many distractions. So many women want your attention. There's women on the billboards, women on the commercials, women on your phone, women on the Twitter line, women on Instagram. That's almost like soft corn nowadays. Instagram is the new soft corn nowadays. Instagram is the new soft corn nowadays. And where do people spend their time? Most of the time, not in the gym, not in home, not at work, but on your phone. The average adult spends about 7 hours on their phone. So not only is this a rite of passage to master your discipline, to master dick discipline, this is also a spiritual warfare to get you distracted and subconsciously turn you into a lower man. Nothing good comes out of beating your meat except those 2 minutes of relief, except those 2 minutes of pleasure. After those 2-3 minutes wind down, you fall back to sleep. Your energy is drained. Now that workout you was once gonna do, you don't end up going, or if you do end up going, it's not as good as if you withheld your seed. A lot of celebrities, and I always use Mike Tyson as an example, they practice semen retention with a purpose. Mike Tyson went on semen retention to build up his strength, have better training sessions, and become more focused. A$AP Rocky said he went on semen retention to drop the Testing album. Kevin Gates say he does semen retention too for spiritual reasons. So this day, November 1st, NoFap November, I want you guys to rewire your brain and shift your focus elsewhere. I myself, even after being on semen retention, NoFap for 130 days, I'm gonna delete Instagram and Twitter just to get more wired in with what I wanna do, because this is crunch time. I see the end of the year as crunch time. Even though time is an illusion, we should still wire our brain to think every moment is crunch time. No more listening to your desires